This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They are losing. I'm on my way. Don't lose the fight.
In there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And control
I don't know why I touched it. I thought it was going to land at the 1.
Very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one.
Yeah, I sound like y'all losing. I'm on my way.
Now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken short. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there by Gordon. 91 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. So after about as long a play as humanly possible without scoring, here's 1st and goal. The shotgun snap for Newton.
Oh, come on. I was right there. I just knew he was going to run.
Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before,
Really?
but they finish it off here with a shorter completion. This time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina.
Talking about that Prescott just ran like
75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Dak Prescott ran a 75-yard touchdown.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Nigga said, why is Matt Stafford running the ball?
This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
that nigga say he's not fumbling.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Newton. Able to shake him off. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. That was Dante Jackson.
I let him throw the ball so he can throw a pick.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What are y'all doing?
From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. From just shy of midfield, Newton gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now Newton on 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now you're coming back out. Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to float this one deep.
Jalen Rager is just as fast as Rooks call it.
Complete. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, and Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Quick pass out to Miller. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He is going to find Hill.
Oh, that's not fair.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the
Man,
drive.
pick it off.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Newton. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
You don't have it.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Anthony Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Ready? He's coming. Double up.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. D Ford. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
29 is Mike 29.
Yep.
On 1st down, Newton. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Vance McDonald, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Able to slither by. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it
Shut
up.
the fuck up right now,
also showed confidence in the
Dante.
defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On second down and 4, Prescott. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 61 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Wow, missed a block then. It's cool.
Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check 30. Here we go, 46. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 50. Check 50.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check. Fresno. Shoot. Here we go, 47.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. This will be caught by Brown. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
I'm in the 4th. I should be on my way in a little bit. With 2 minutes left, 2 minutes
drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
15-22.
It's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
Hell
you have
no.
to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the
Here's
last
another
drive.
lead.
When you
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Deshaun Hand able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him.
That's what we call run the route for him.
Down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball.
We are running the route for him.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
No. Who is that?
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I do.
And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7.
I won.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to...